live on the air. I'm Richard Saile.
This is wild.
Hello and welcome back to an episode of Loungetime. I'm your host, Rich Saile, and again, today we're doing it from the road. I think we did the last time from the road, week 4, different angle, kind of doing it from the road this week again. Sorry it's not in the greatest quality. I was under the weather all week with a cold, and bro, it was terrible, okay? It was terrible. So I wanted to get this done. I literally just took nighttime cold medicine before I started this episode. So you see I'm still dealing with a cough, but we're going to fight through it. We got a lot to get into today. We got week 10, more action tomorrow. I'm not really going to talk about the Panthers-Bears game. FYI. I have no interest in this. I had no interest in this game Thursday night. I didn't really want to talk about a 16-10 game because both teams are basically vying for the number 1 pick. Really, the Bears are going to get 2 number 1 draft choices. So that's really to explain that. But as you guys know, at this point in the game, we talk about teams that are relevant, teams that are fighting for playoff spots, teams that are still in the playoff mix. Anybody that sucks, you guys know the deal. You don't even expect to be mentioned, unless we get to picks and why I'm always picking against those teams. But that's the honest truth, man. I'll address something later for the first game kicking off tomorrow that I heard. But let's get into the week 9 picks. Sorry, guys, you guys are going to have to bear with me with this. This cough is annoying. Let's start off with Miami and Kansas City. Tua, 21-34, 193 yards, a touchdown. Am I surprised? Hell no. Hell no, I'm not surprised. Mostert, 12 for 85 and a touchdown. Surprisingly, he's in the top 5 in rushing last I saw, which I couldn't believe. Tyreek. What happened to going off, Tyreek? You were supposed to put 200 plus in the team. 3 touchdowns. 8 for 62. Wow. 8 catches for 62 yards. That's average for a player like him. That's average. Cedric Wilson had a touchdown. Sorry, guys. Defense, 14 points allowed. Fumble recovery, 2 sacks. 2 biggest plays in the entire game. Fumble for a touchdown, and the low snap. Tua's got to pick it up and throw it away with the blitz. I stand corrected once again. Tua cannot beat the great teams when he has to. It's the truth, man. When are we going to start acknowledging what I'm saying is true? When? I've given you guys a body of work, and again, this happens. Everybody's calling Miami frauds. I mean, I wasn't going to be that strict, but I said when they play the good teams, let's see how good they are. Well, right now, they're not looking like they could beat the good teams, bro. Straight up and simple. 3 for 12 on 3rd down, 6 penalties, 1 turnover. They got a tough road to win that division. It might be coming down to them in Buffalo right now to win the AFC East, because none of the other 2 teams other than them are going to even have a shot to win it. So No way. No way. Patrick Mahomes, 20 of 30, 185 yards, 2 touchdowns. Average. Average. I don't care what anybody says. That's an average performance. If it's any other quarterback. Well, I'm holding him to the same standard. That's average for Mahomes. In my opinion, it wasn't that great of a game. Because he did shit in the second half. Pacheco, 16 for 66 on the ground. McKinnon, Rashee Rice, receiving touchdown each. Defense gave up 14. Had the lateral from Mike Edwards to Brian Cook for the touchdown. 3 sacks, fumble recovery. Chiefs defense has been better than I thought so far through 9 games. I thought this would be the team's Achilles heel. It has flipped right back around. And I never thought I'd say that. But it has. 3-10 on third down. Not good. Not penalties. Chief bandwagons. I am just going to sit here and tell you once again. Be prepared for disappointment. You guys are not making it out of the divisional round. Not after the Ravens, how good they look. You see Cincinnati. You see Jacksonville. You're not better than any of those teams right now. You're not. I can't wait for when you're done with these cupcakes and you play these desperation good teams. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. Oh, I know your first game off the bye. You play Philly at home, you lucky fucking bastards. I wish it was in Philly because I'd fucking take Philly in a heartbeat. But you're so lucky you get all the good teams at home. You ain't winning now. You ain't winning. You ain't winning. That's not happening. The cracks are showing. They're not the best team in the AFC. No way. No way. Because they don't look like a 7-2 team. They look a lot worse. Okay? Bucs and the Texans. We caught the tail end of this game. Baker Mayfield, 21 of 30, 265 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not bad. Not bad. Rashad White, 20 carries, 73 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Finally, they can run the ball this year. Cade Otton, 2 receiving touchdowns. Caught one that put Tampa up late with 40 seconds to go. Or 48 seconds to go, to be exact. Evans, 4 for 87. Otton actually had 6 catches, 70 yards. I'm sorry. Defense, sold you the game again, bro. 39 points allowed. Fumble recovery, 3 sacks. 3 of 13 on third down. 9 penalties for 90 yards. Todd Bowles, you're supposed to be this defensive guru. You are a good defensive mind, but you are not a head coach. That last drive was horrible on defense. I mean, it was more about C.J. Stroud. We'll get to him in a second. But Todd Bowles, he's not a head coach. He's not a head coach. He's a good defensive coordinator. He's not a head coach. He sucks as a head coach. That I really believe. C.J. Stroud, 30 of 42, 470 yards, 5 touchdowns. Let that sink in for a second. C.J. Stroud, 30 of 42, 470 yards, 5 touchdowns, bro. The dude threw the go-ahead touchdown to Tank Dell with 8 seconds left on the clock, bro. The Texans are 4-4. Are you kidding me? This young man has a 14-1 touchdown interception ratio in 8 games. You know the only guy with a better one in a season ever? How about my guy in 2016 off Deflategate suspension? That's the only one. Nick Foles in 2013 was close, but bro, this is insanity right now. And he's a rookie doing this, bro. I mean, this is absolutely remarkable. I know there was this narrative that Ohio State quarterbacks suck in the league, but he could break that curse, man. He really could. Wow. What a performance for the ages. Noah Brown, 6 catches, 153 yards, a touchdown. Schultz, 10 catches, 130 yards, and a touchdown. Tank Dell, 6 for 114 and 2 touchdowns. Nico Collins, 3 for 54 and a touchdown. He's making average casual Joes look good. I mean, man. It's him or Puka Nacua for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't care what anyone says. Okay? It's that simple, bro. Defense, 37 points allowed, 2 sacks, a fumble was a missed opportunity. 3 of 11 on third down, 9 penalties for 115 yards. This is a young football team, but DeMeco Ryans right now, I seen a tweet put up by Pro Football Focus of all the coaches they had for Coach of the Year. And DeMeco Ryans was in that tweet. I slightly gave it to him over Dan Campbell. You know why? Who would have thought the Texans would be 4-4 halfway through the season? We knew the Lions would be really good with Campbell in year 3. Not knocking Dan Campbell. He should definitely be in the running. But as far as Coach of the Year goes, you have to go beyond expectations. I think DeMeco Ryans has gone already above expectations. This team was supposed to be a bottom 3 team in the AFC. Top 10 draft pick. They're 4-4. They're 4-4 right now. Let that sink in for a second. This is amazing, really. Really. The Texans are finally worth talking about right now on this show. And the last couple of years, we've roasted them, and we've clowned them for how bad they were. That win, they're showing they're worth being talked about right now for the moment. Vikings Atlanta. Josh Dobbs, who had not even 5 days to get to know his teammates. He doesn't even probably know every teammate's name already. Came off the bench, not even 5 days, picking up the playbook and studying it. Came off the bench and led the Vikings to beat Atlanta. Bruh. Are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me? That is insane, okay? 20 of 30 for 158, 2 touchdowns. 7 carries, 66 yards and a touchdown rushing. Madison had a receiving touchdown. Powell had a receiving touchdown. Hawkinson 7 for 69. Addison 5 for 52. Offensive line 4 sacks allowed. This offense, I mean, I think they take a step back without Kirk Cousins. I really did. Josh, maybe they will because they're playing the Saints this week. But this offense is legit very good skill position players. And they're still scoring no problem. Defense, 28 points allowed, fumble recovery, a sack, and interception. The Vikings did everything to lose. Safety early in the first half, fumble before half, another fumble in the game in the third quarter. They did everything to lose. 7 of 16 on third down was not bad. 1 for 4 in the red zone, awful. You won't win many games going 1 for 4 in the red zone, ever. 2 turnovers, 3 of 6 in the red zone. Wait, that's weird. 1 for 4. I don't know. Maybe I wrote it for Atlanta on accident, but the Vikings did everything possible to lose. Yet they still came back and won. As far as Atlanta goes, I didn't get the stats for them. I quickly wrote the stat sheet up because I wanted to record before tomorrow morning's games. I'm very sorry. All right? Clearly, this cold has kicked my ass. I'm on the way out. Trust me. All right? I did not sound like this Wednesday or, heck, Thursday. Even Monday was worse, okay? And that was different symptoms. But Arthur Smith, man, listen. The dude is funny. He gives great answers. He's a comedian. Okay, even though, he comes from Vrabel's coaching tree. Bro, you draft Bijan to not use him. You draft Kyle Pitts. You don't feature him in your offense. You're an offensive-minded coach with two talented offensive studs in the draft. And you're ruining their talent. Burying it. And you drafted Drake London last year. What the fuck is going on in Atlanta? Desmond Ridder sucks. He looks like he couldn't play. I'm glad Heineke played. But the defense choked. And Grady Jarrett's out for the season. That's a big loss for them. Atlanta, this is why I don't pick you guys. You have a very, very bad offensive system that doesn't feature your two top offensive talented options in Kyle Pitts and Bijan Robinson for reasons I don't know why. I don't know what Arthur Smith is giving. Okay? But it's inexcusable, bro. An offensive coordinator would kill to have people like those guys as far as talent goes. And you're just burying them to the ground. Like, he's a good coach, competitive. All games are close. They don't really get blown out bad. Bro, but they're finding ways to just botch games. And it's not good, bro. It's not good. Atlanta, they're still in the division play. They're not a playoff team. They're not a playoff team. No way. They're not even winning the South. I guarantee you that right now. That is definitely not happening, bro. No way. No way. You got a lot of work to do in the second half of the season to prove me wrong. But this team, never saw them from the beginning. I never saw the hype. I don't see it still. I don't. Cowboys-Eagles. This was a good game. I watched Seattle-Baltimore at 1, blowout. Watched the end of the Texans-Tampa, little Saints-Bears, because my cousin came over. He had him for Survivor. I almost took the Saints, but I ended up switching to Cleveland late. I know I forgot to tweet the Survivor pick out, but I ended up going with Cleveland late, and that ended up being smart because I said third-string quarterback, Cleveland should pull away. Saints had a backup. That was a sweat. So I watched a little bit of that ending. But we watched mostly Dallas Eagles, me and my cousin. 29-44, Dak Prescott, 374 yards, 3 touchdowns. Good numbers. Good stats. Didn't turn it over. But it doesn't tell the whole story. Don't let that fool you, for those that watch the game. I watched this closely. CeeDee Lamb, 11 catches, 191 yards. Jake Ferguson, 7 for 91 and a touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, a receiving touchdown. Offensive line, 5 sacks allowed. The Dallas Cowboys, they've got all the talent. But for whatever reason, something just repeatedly gets in the way from you guys doing what you need to do in winning football games that you can't seem to do. And those sacks Prescott took, unacceptable with no timeouts. You have to get rid of the ball in that situation. You have to get rid of the ball. But he always chokes up under pressure. And Cowboy fans, he's not Roger Staubach. Okay? He's not Troy Aikman, who had a Madden card came out recently. Okay? Dak Prescott's not Staubach or Troy Aikman. Hell, he's not even Tony Romo. And I watched Tony Romo from when I first started watching football in 2009 to 2015. Tony Romo had a lot of game botching decisions, but he actually had a lot of comebacks where he showed people he can win. Dak Prescott has not beat a good team with a comeback yet that I can remember. Oh, you're going to give me Pittsburgh in his rookie year? Bro, Zeke ran the ball in. Come on, bro. Come on. Dak Prescott has not beat a legit elite playoff team when it matters. When it matters. Okay? He hasn't. And this is going to be the Cowboys' undoing. All right? Defense, 28 points allowed, 3 sacks, no takeaways. This defense couldn't get one takeaway against the Eagles. Turnover on downs. Again, the 2-point conversion, he couldn't give you that little bit. I understand he didn't want to re-injure that ankle that was almost career-ending. The Ferguson touchdown, the knee, the ball wasn't above the goal line. I understand there were some bad things that didn't go your way. But Greg Olsen said it on the broadcast. It's a game of inches. But that sack, that last drive of the game, that hurt you. 21 seconds. And you can't get the ball in the end zone. Down 5. 6 for 15 on third down. That's pretty good. 3 of 5 in the red zone. That did you in bad this week. 10 penalties, 83 yards, 1 turnover. You can blame Mike McCarthy all you want. I don't want to hear that today. I don't. Because at the end of the day, this is who the Cowboys are. They can't beat the elite teams when it matters the most. All right? This was a game they probably had circled as a loss in the schedule. I'm not surprised by this, but, Prescott for the most part played pretty good. But when it comes down to the moment, the drive, to show that you are the guy that everybody fears across from you, and to elevate your teammates, you are not that guy, Prescott. You are not. Okay? You're not. His playoff record speaks for itself. Okay? Let's go to the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, 17 of 23, 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, a rushing touchdown. Gainwell had a rushing touchdown. A.J. Brown, 7 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown. Devontae, 3 for 51 and a touchdown. 51. Defense, 23 points allowed, 5 sacks, 20 fumble recovery. This Eagles defense is all right. I mean, nothing insane. I mean, yeah, they got a beast front four with Graham, Cox, Jalen Carter's playing unbelievable, bro. Oh, my God. I mean, that Eagles front, Reddick, they are really, really good. Really good. 7 of 14 on third down, 10 penalties, 98 yards. The big question for them is the defense going forward. Their offensive line's legit. Their skill players are good. That defense is the problem. They're not as good as they were last year. They've taken a major step back. They've added Byard, which helps the secondary a little bit. But I don't think this team is as good as we are making them seem to be. I don't see that. They're all right, but they're not an insane defense. They'll be a top 3 team in the NFC without question. But this team, they're not as eye candy as they were last year. They're not. They've got some very noticeable holes that are there, which draws a line of concern. Bills-Bengals. Last game we'll cover for week 9, sorry. Josh Allen, 26 to 38, 258 yards. Touchdown, a pick, rushing touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 6 catches, 86 yards, and a touchdown. Kincaid, 10 for 81. Defense, 24 points allowed, 1 sack. The Bills, just for whatever reason, they get exposed by Cincinnati now, and before them, Kansas City exposed them a couple times. Something is seriously wrong with this football team. They have all the talent in the world. They've lost 2 key defenders, White and Milano. I will give you that. But this team should be able, as talented as they are, they should not be this bad on paper, but they are. This is a troubling football team. They lost to my garbage New England Patriots. And yes, I'm saying garbage and Patriots in the same sense. Yes, they lost to a terrible New England team in Foxborough. They lost to the Jets with Zach Wilson on Aaron Rodgers' opening night. They lost to Zach Wilson. This team, something is seriously wrong with the Bills. I don't know if it's the other guys around Josh Allen not helping him, which I think is ludicrous because Stephon Diggs and the receivers they got there, Davis, Shakir, why are they not getting the ball more? I think Josh Allen's too worried about his little boyfriend and Stephon Diggs and trying to make him, good. Diggs, guess what? You have 10 other guys with you on the field. How about trying to draw double teams so your other teammates can make a play and stop bitching when you don't get the ball? Okay? Some days it's not your day. That's what I said about A.J. Brown. Week 2. Go look it up. All right? Why are they not running with James Cook, Latavius Murray? Why are they not helping Josh Allen off the load off him as far as, him doing everything? This is the last thing you want your quarterback to do. But Sean McDermott, for whatever reason, never learns. And he will continue not to learn. And it's going to be the Bills' undoing. I think there's people that want McDermott gone already. I say, look, he's good at turning around organizations. He's good around taking cultures and building them. But as far as winning a key playoff game, he can't get over Kansas City. And now Cincy's coming. And you can't get past Cincy now. This team, something is seriously wrong with the Bills. Now, as far as, division goes, they're not out because Miami sucks too. They can't be good teams. So, I'm not going to say the season's over for the Bills, but your schedule's not better than Miami. No, because you play Philly, you play Dallas, you play Kansas City all in a span of 4 weeks. Okay? And you go to Miami. Wake the hell up. Because you're not a good football team right now. You are not. And you need to wake your asses up because those playoffs are slipping through your fingers. The AFC North, all really good. Okay? The Jets are right behind you now. I can't have this one kid that's a Jets fan gloat about them. I can't. I want them to get the fuck out of the playoffs. They're getting annoying. All right? Jacksonville is coming along. All right? The Texans and Titans, they'll be in the hunt. Nothing serious. Chief bandwagons, please. Please. You're not getting past the divisional round. It's not happening. The Bills, that window's closing. That window is closing. There needs to be some serious looking in the mirror moments for this team. And I don't know what to really make of it. Now, Monday night, they'll beat Denver. But other than that, they need to do some deep soul searching, man. INT, end of the half, the grounding, killer, and the fumble. Josh Allen cannot be Superman. They have not done a good job of taking the pressure and the load off him, and that's what's become their problem. They rely too much on Allen ball. Well, that's not going to win you many games. And honestly, I'm fine with it because I'm a Patriot fan. Let them try to think he's Superman and all that. Because there's times where he throws a lot of dumb passes and throws into really tight windows that hurt his team. But then there's other times where he plays amazing. But it's not an every game sustainable winning formula in this league. It's not. And they have not done a good job supporting Josh Allen one bit. Nope. They've not done a good job of helping take the pressure off him. They've not done a good job of that. 7-12 on third down, 2 turnovers. Something is troublingly wrong with this football team. I'm here to tell you right now. This team has a lot of major issues going on right now behind the scenes we don't know all about. Joe Burrow, 31 of 44, 348 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mixon, rushing touchdown. T. Higgins, 8 catches, 110 yards. Sample and Irv Smith Jr. receiving touchdown each. Defense, 18 points allowed. Fumble recovery, 1 sack. Interception. The Bengals defense has been playing much, much, much better in the last 4 weeks. And I knew this was a team down 1-3 in the beginning of the year. I said, right here on this show, anybody that can overcome a 1-3, it's this team. Because they know a slow start, so they can get right back on track. This defense has been a huge part of it. I said, don't worry about them. They'll be better. They don't have to be great. They have to be improving. And Lou Anarumo, I've said it last year, get him a head coaching job. He's done a great job with the Cincinnati defense with not a lot of household names. And he consistently has them playing really, really well each and every year. I mean, this defense is playing better and better and better. Okay? 8 of 15 on third down, 6 penalties. The Bengals are heating up at the right time once again. 4-game winning streak. I mean, this team is absolutely for real, bro. They really, really are. And listen, man, they're really good. We know what they can do in the postseason. There's one quarterback that scares the living shit out of Mahomes that's playing right now. That's Burrow. Now, it would have been 2 if somebody else was playing. But he's retired, and he's happily retired. But there's one QB that stands in that man's way. And Burrow has a quiet little confidence where he's like, I want to verse Mahomes again because I want to take him down in his place again. But this time we're getting it in Cincy, not Arrowhead. But Joe knows it's one game at a time. And they've done it. They've beaten Kansas City in Kansas City before. They're about to play the Ravens on Thursday, which I will be watching. That's going to be a great game. Jacksonville is coming up along. All right, they got to play their whole division still. Cincy. They lost to Cleveland game 1. That was a different team that played. This is a different team now than when they lost to the Ravens week 2. Pittsburgh, they got to play. So, Cincy is on the rise, America. Again. Never count this team out in a big game. They always come prepared, and they are at their best when they're getting things figured out. And once again, they're doing it again, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about Panthers-Bears because I don't think you guys want me to talk about 2 really teams that are garbage, and basically one team's getting their picks, the Bears. Okay? To kind of make it easy on myself, because you guys know I'm sound horrible. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to go over picks, and today's going to probably be the quickest show of the year. All right? Because I want to rest my voice, and 2, I know you guys want to get right to your games. So let's quickly get into the Week 10 picks, starting off with the game in Germany. Colts and the Patriots. Oh, boy. 9:30, I got to see this team tomorrow play. I'm not watching. I haven't watched 3 weeks. I'm proud. Now, there's reports saying that if Bill Belichick loses this game in Germany to fall to 2-8, he could get fired. You know what my answer to that is? Let's see if you can guess what I'm going to say first. I know what I'm going to say. I want to see if you guys can guess first. If I'm Kraft, I wouldn't fire him midseason. Yeah, I know I shocked everybody with this answer. I wouldn't fire him midseason. You know why? Because all the great coaches that had bad seasons at least got the respect to finish it out even when it was bad. Chuck Noll got to finish out terrible seasons. Tom Landry got to finish out a season 3-13 before he got fired. Mike Shanahan got to finish out a bad season in Washington before he got fired. Mike Holmgren in Seattle got to finish out a bad season before he parted ways with Seattle. All the great coaches in bad seasons at least got to finish the season. It'd be way worse. It'd be way worse if he fired Bill midseason. It would. It would be a bad look in the organization. That's why I'm saying just let him finish this out. Then you make the call from there, Kraft. Just don't fire him midseason. Because it's a bad look for the organization. I think he's at least earned that respect for what he's done. All right? Now, as far as big picture goes, I've said this numerous times about my team. I'm not going down this road again. I know where I stand on where Belichick is to blame and stuff like that. I do. But I don't think in any way he should be fired midseason. I'm an honest fan, and I don't think he should be fired midseason. Let him finish it out. Then at the end of the year, you want to talk about getting rid of his GM power, I'm all for it. If he doesn't want to get rid of GM power, then that's a whole different conversation. If do you want to announce that he's parting ways, all that bullshit, that's fine. Just let him finish the year. Do not fire midseason. It's a bad look if you fire midseason. It really is. Either with that being said, I'm still taking the Colts. This Patriots team gives me no reason to pick them anymore. All right? The only thing I'm worried about, what draft pick are we in? Right now we're in the top 5. Okay? Kyler's back for the Cardinals. Great. Giants are my only competition. Fucking Tommy DeVito. I'll get to the Giants and Cowboys in a little bit, but just end up with a top 5 pick, I'm happy. Because then we can go from there and build talent and draft. But do not fire him midseason. It's a bad look if you do. Colts 23, Patriots 16. That's what I got. To get the game off in Germany. Bengals-Texans. T. Higgins is out. Chase is questionable. Oh. I don't know if I love this for Cincy now. I'll still take him, but I don't love this game. I would take the Texans plus the points as a betting person. But I wouldn't take them to win the game. I still think Cincinnati's a better team. I think they're rolling. I think Lou Anarumo is going to find ways to get creative pressure on C.J. Stroud and get him off rhythm. But I like the Bengals. I think Joe Burrow's the best quarterback in football right now, and I think he's slowly building an MVP case. Give me Cincinnati 27, the Texans 20. I think Burrow's playing better than Lamar right now. I think he's playing better than Mahomes right now, despite the little injury he had. But I say give me a couple games. And Joe Burrow lately has played much better against really good competition. The Niners before the bye, okay, or after the bye for the Bengals. Buffalo he lit up. All right, he's only getting better and better. I think he's better than Lamar and Mahomes right now. Better than Tua, yes. He's the best quarterback in football right now. Right now. Maybe a hot take, that's fine. But debate me about it. He's playing like the best quarterback in football right now. Steelers-Packers. He's not winning 2 straight. He's not. Now, I know the Steelers with Matt Canada, they're done with him and stuff. I get it. But they're better than Green Bay. Jordan Love sucks. I know Pittsburgh is a little concerned about their defense. I don't see any way possible how Jordan Love lights them up in Heinz Field and makes that defense look bad. I don't see it. I think they're going to get after him. I think they're going to make him look shitty like he has all year. And I think the Steelers' offense is slowly trying to get things figured out. And I think they'll get it figured out against a good Green Bay defense. So give me Pittsburgh 24, the Packers 6. No confidence in Jordan Love. That dude is not good. I don't like the way he sees the game and the field. I don't think he's good. But I trust Kenny Pickett. Steelers 24, Packers 6. Titans Tampa. Mayo man, Will Levis playing really good ball right now last 2 games. Baker and them coming off a tough loss. I'm going bold, baby. Upset. Mayo man takes down Baker. Will Levis and the Titans beat the Bucs 17-14. Give me Mayo man. Gets the job done. Braves and company. Go into Tampa and win. 17-14. Titans. Ravens, Browns. Deshaun Watson has not been the same quarterback since he went to Cleveland from Houston. The Ravens defense is playing lights out ball, and I don't see any reason that says, yeah, I'm going to take Cleveland. I don't see it. I know their defense is top in yards and stuff, but in points, the Ravens are better. So, give me the not Titans. I'm thinking last game. Give me the Ravens 30, the Browns 13. I just think the Ravens defense is going to make Deshaun Watson look terrible. And I think Lamar and company, they're going to wear down Cleveland's front. And I got the Ravens winning 30-13 against the Cleveland Browns. Niners, Jaguars. This is a must-win for the Niners. They have to win this game. They have not looked good at all this season as far as their defense, except for their first 5 games, I should say. I think coming off the bye, they're going to get things figured out. I trust Shanahan and company. They won't make the losing streak go to 5-5 or whatever they are. It won't happen. So I like them. And Jacksonville lately, it's been a while since they've versed a really good defense. Give me the Niners 28, Jacksonville 17. Niners go into Jacksonville and win and hold on. Vikings Saints. Call me crazy. Give me Joshua Dobbs again. I think the Vikings, bro, are red hot. They're home. And I've never been a big believer about the Saints this whole year. I've never been a big believer. And Dennis Allen, I think, is an all right head coach, a good defensive coordinator. But give me the Vikes. Josh Dobbs prevails 30-20. Vikings over the Saints. Atlanta and the Cardinals. Kyler Murray is coming back to play. Should be interesting to see how that goes. I'm going to take Atlanta, although I could see Arizona upsetting because I think Atlanta just feels like they're, they can run the ball and do everything they need. But how can you do that if your best player is not getting the football? And Bijan Robinson. How does that happen, Arthur Smith? How do you ruin 2 offensive talented players that you have because you don't use them? How does that happen? I'll take Atlanta by default, 23-20 over the Cardinals. Lions Chargers, highest scoring game of the week. I think Jared Goff is going to go off on the Chargers. The Chargers defense is terrible. Do not let Monday night fool you. The Jets offense is putrid. The Chargers defense is also really, really terrible. The Lions offense is different than the Jets offense. As far as talent goes, as far as skill players go, as far as quarterback play goes, offensive line's better. The Detroit Lions are going to beat the Los Angeles Chargers. Give me the Lions 34, the Chargers 31. Highest scoring game of the entire weekend. Cowboys-Giants. Cowboys y'all better not fuck up another survivor pool of mine. Because this show, literally, if you fucking lose to Tommy DeVito and the fucking trash Giants and ruin my only survivor pool left, the opening topic of next week's Lounge Time will be dedicated to roasting your fucking team and how you ruin my survivor pool. I'm letting you know now. You better hope you beat the Giants because you don't want to be number one team getting roasted the fuck out of me for how bad you lose to a third-string quarterback. You better not lose this game and cost me another survivor pool. If you guys remember, I picked them against Arizona. They fucking botched. They botched my second pool. It's my last one left in terms of survivor. I want to stay in this. You cannot lose to Tommy DeVito. Cowboys 41, Giants 3. Seahawks Commanders. Sneaky good game of the week. All right? Give me Seattle close. Sam Howell is going to play good, but I don't know if he's going to make enough plays to win them this game. Seattle's young secondary is good. I like what they did at the trade deadline. I think they're going to get better and better as the season goes on. But Seattle putting all the chips in. I think Seattle goes home, beats Commanders 26-20, and they go on to win another game and stay with the 49ers for the NFC West lead. Raiders-Jets. First of all, if my uncle's watching, who took the Raiders to make the playoffs, don't be fucking jumping up and down over Antonio Pierce being a head coach and fucking beating the shit Giants. Don't do that. Don't even go there. Because you know you and I are seeing each other later this year. And you know what I'm going to say to you if you even bother saying to me, oh, look, Rich, you see how good they are? You counted them out. No, don't do that to me. Because you haven't played anybody yet. That's good. But you're going to start playing some teams. This might be an under game. But just because the Raiders are so happy Josh McDaniels is gone, and just because how much I hate the Jets in this game, by default, I'm taking the Raiders to win. I think the Raiders, I had 26-13, but I might take away a couple points. Give me Las Vegas 20, the Raiders 13. I don't think the Raiders score more than 20 against this Jets defense because the Jets defense is legit. Now, their offense, whole different story. And I think Max Crosby's going to have a field day. So, give me the Raiders 26, the Jets 13. Bills, Broncos. Come on, bro. Denver sucks. Bills in Orchard Park. They'll be fine. They'll get everything right. And I think the Bills will win at home. Give me the Bills 33, the Broncos 15. Just because I trust Josh Allen and company over Russell Wilson in Denver. So, those are my Week 10 picks. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys hit that notification button. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so that you guys can follow all the latest updates for when we go live during the season. Make sure you guys tune in to Lounge Time so that you guys can follow every single episode that comes out during the season. We have also an X account follow at Loungetime Pod, so that way you guys can join in on the discussion when I put tweets out. I may tweet about a game. Heck, you want to tweet me something to put on the show? Tweet it out. I might talk about it on the show. All right? So make sure you guys, follow at Loungetime Pod on X. We're trying to build a community, bring some fans together, talk some football. That's why we got it. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Lounge Time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next week, hopefully with my normal voice back, on the next episode of Lounge Time. Have a great night, everybody.